Now into the next 2 rows we will put an increase in each of them. We will put an increase into the very first and the very last stitch for 12 and then for 14. So chain 3, this will be our first double crochet, then turn and into the very first stitch work another one. This is our first increase. Then work your double crochets, 1 double crochet into each of your next double crochets until you reach the last one, and into the last one we will work 1 more increase. This adds to our 10 stitches 2 more, so we'll have 12 after finishing this row. So the last one will be into the 3rd chain of the beginning chain 3 of the previous row, and in this one we will work 2 double crochets. Okay, and there will be 1 more row of increases, so chain 3 and into the first, which is this very first double crochet, work 1 double crochet, and this is our first increase. Then go on and work your double crochets until you reach the last one, where we put another increase, and the last one is the 3rd chain of the beginning chain 3 of the previous row. I'm repeating and keep repeating this because sometimes it's confusing with this chain 3 and you may lose stitches because of it. Okay, so now into the beginning chain 3, the 3rd chain, put an increase, so 1 and 2. Okay, now we have 4 rows worked, 2 of them increasing rows, and we have to work 6 more rows with 14, so maintaining the same number of stitches. So work the stitches as they are for 6 more rows until we have 10 rows, a total of 10 rows. I completed my rows, and now for the next 4 rows, which are the last 4 rows of the petal of the leaf, we want to decrease. So into the first one we will decrease from 14 to 12, then from 12 to 10, then from 10 to 8, 12, 10, 8, and yes, from 8 to 6. So we will end up with 6. Now to decrease we will use the same technique as we used for the flower, so we will skip 1, 2, 3. This is our first double crochet. We want to skip the very first stitch because we just have the chain 3 for it, the second, and into the 3rd work your double crochet, work all the double crochets less the last one into the chain 3, okay, into the 3rd chain of the beginning chain 3. So actually the same way we worked for the flower, and so this we don't want to work this, okay. And now again chain 3, now we have 12, now chain 3, skip 1, 2, 3 into the 3rd, work 1 double crochet, work 1 double crochet into each of your double crochets less the last one, so the chain 3, and now we have 10. You can count them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now again the same thing: 3, skip the very first, the second, and into the third work your double crochet and work double crochets into each of your double crochet less the last one, so the one that we usually work into the third chain. Okay, and here we are. So we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and for the last row chain 3, 1 2 3 into the third, work your first double crochet and don't work into the last chain 3, third chain of the beginning chain 3. And now we have 1 2 3 4 5 6, and this is our leaf, but it's not finished yet because we want to single crochet all around as we did for the flower. So again, first single crochet into the stitch, okay, like this. Now around, into the stitch, and around, and into the stitch, and around, into the stitch, around, into the stitch, around, and so on until you reach into the stitch here. Then you will work the 10 single crochets here, and again the other side, and 6 single crochets here. Okay, go on and finish your leaf, and I will be back to show you how to put them together. Oops, we have to work the stem too. Sorry. So I finished all around with single crochets, my 6 single crochets here. Now insert the hook into the 4 single crochet worked and slip stitch and cut the yarn and wave this tail. Okay, and now, as I said, we want to work the stem. For the stem we just want to make the magic circle, chain 3 for the first double crochet, and 7 more, so we'll have 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. I think I counted the chain 3 2, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Yes, I have 8, and now I can close my magic circle, and we want to fold like this and to insert the hook into the chain 3 and to join, okay, like this. And now chain 3 and work 1 single crochet into each of your 7 single crochets, double crochets, sorry, left here. So 1 2 3 4 5 turn 6 7 and 8. Oops, here. Okay, and again the same thing. Insert the hook into the third chain of the beginning chain 3 and go on and work. We worked 2 rounds, work 18 more rounds for the stem, so 20 rounds totally for the stem. Don't cut the yarn. Okay, when you finished your 20 rounds, the last round will be a round of increases. So we will increase in each of our 8 stitches. Chain 3 and into the 3rd chain work a double crochet. This is our first increase. Then increase into each of your 7 stitches left. 1 and 2. And we'll have a total of 16 stitches. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and we go like this. Okay, now I have 2 more. 1 and 2, and this is the last one. 1 and 2, and insert the hook into the 3rd chain, the beginning chain 3, slip stitch to join, chain 1. That will be our secure knot, and cut the yarn. Cut a longer yarn, okay, because we want to, okay, like this, because we want to, oops, this is not good, but I have enough. Fortunately. Okay, we want to sew it. Okay, now to complete our project we need a little bit of fire, of what? Of wire, okay, of fire. So sorry, no, I don't want to burn anything. Of wire. And I want to just fold a little bit like this and to insert the wire here into the stem. Okay. And now I will cut it, but first of all I want to measure this part, so just like this. Okay, now fold it a little bit to make a little loop, okay, like this. And now first of all we want to, oh, this is something that I don't need. We want to lose this tail. Okay, and now I sew, you can just sew 2 or 3 stitches here, okay, to join the 2 parts, just in 2 or 3 stitches as I did. Now first the stem, and I just want to go on the other side, oops, into the first round of the flower. Okay. And now let's try to fix this here. Okay. Like this. And now back and into the next stitch. Okay. Now another stitch and back here. Now another stitch. We don't want to close this. Just to sew it all around like this. Okay. So here. And then this, oops, all into the first round. Okay, now let's see what we have. Yes, we are almost done. Take another stitch from and back. Okay. Once that we did this, we are ready to add the stem. Cut the yarn, and where is my stem? Is here. Now, oops, I don't have to fold it first because I want to yes, like this. Okay, sorry, I did it. It was a little bit difficult because we have to make the loop and then to insert it here, but it's okay. And now the last part is to add. So the stem to the flower, and I want to do it here, to begin here, like this. Now okay, oops, and just go on all around. As I do. Like this, all around. And now to create the bouquet, put them together, and the leaves too. One, and this is my second one, and the third one. And now with a ribbon you just have to like this. If you have, mine it's narrow, so maybe it's better if it's a little bit. Okay, and now you just go on like this, and you cover with the ribbon all this part. You make like a ring all around. Okay, and now we can just make a knot and like this. So my bouquet is ready. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Yes, this is something that I have to wave, and see you at the next tutorial. Bye bye.